Welcome to Simply Sara. Today on the show, we're going to be making a family heirloom recipe that was handed down to me. And it's called hot water sponge cake. What I did is I have 4 eggs and I separated the whites from the yolks. And here's my yolks. I'm going to put our whites. We'll do them in a minute. You want to make sure your eggs are room temperature. Okay. 2 my eggs. I'm going to turn them on low and then start adding in 1.5 cups of sugar. And we're going to beat our yolks in our sugar. Now since you got the yolks broke, now we're going to add in 1/2 cup of boiling water. And I mean, this is, you really have to boil your water or pop it in the microwave for about 5 minutes. This is what we call a hot water cake. Now we're going to add in our flour. And you can do it 2 ways. You can do self-rising flour, which we use, or all-purpose. But if you do all-purpose, you're going to need a teaspoon of baking powder, a 4 teaspoons of salt to help it rise. Your self-rising flour already has that in it, so we don't worry about that step. And this is a 1.5 cups. What I did is I scraped the sides of my pan, and I've got it mixing, and then I'm going to stop and scrape it again to make sure everything's incorporated, and blend it again. You just want to make sure all your flour that gets pushed to the sides gets incorporated. Okay, now we're going to add our flavoring. And then you can use vanilla or any other flavoring you have on hand. Particularly, it was handed down that they use lemon extract. You need a teaspoon of it. Run that a minute, like that, make sure it's all incorporated. You can smell the lemon. It gives it a hint of lemon flavor. That is done, and what I'm going to do, since I've only got one mixer, I'm going to rinse off my beaters, because now I'm going to beat my egg whites till they're stiff. Now I've swapped out to my other little bowl that has my egg whites in it, and now we're just going to beat them until they're stiff. Okay, see how they're getting stiff, but they're not quite done. I'm going to just add a pinch of sugar, and I think this helps them get good and stiff. Turn it back on high until they get stiff. Okay, I got my egg whites stiffened, and I'm just going to add them to my bowl with my other mixture. And now what we're going to do, we're going to fold in our egg whites. Don't stir. Just come up from down the side, up the bottom. Just fold it over. Because you don't want to break up the airiness of your egg whites. Our oven is preheated to 325. And we're going to put this in about or 2 pan, whatever you want. Spread it real good and flour it real good. And we're just going to boil our mixture. Now this goes in the oven for an hour. going to get more airy and fluffy. Right. So I'll see you in an hour. My cake was cool enough. Now I just put it out. And it's so moist and airy. Don't look good. It looks like a angel cake and a sponge cake mixed. And you'll taste the bits and pieces of the air holes from the egg made in little pockets, airy pockets. It's so good. And you usually eat it like this, where you make just a regular glaze, thin glaze that soaks down the top of the cake. Or you're going to serve it like I'm going to tomorrow as a slice of cake with a little bit of berries and cool up on top.